As you all probably remember, yesterday I talked about the new orders going in to get the protesters off of the Ambassador Bridge. Well, they made a video on what they thought about Trudeau's orders to go home. So I figured I'd play that, because to me, it really shows our unity in the fact that we want our freedoms back. Anyway, let's get right into the video.
From my understanding, we got three options. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to stick to three options. If you have another one, just raise your hand and I'll give you the mic. So we have option one. Leave our cars here, park them, get out, stand in front of the intersection, lock arms, no one's going nowhere.
Listen to that. Listen to those patriots.
We can pack this all up and become a rollout, like we all do a slow roll. Okay? Or we got option three, we send up a white flag and we never get an opportunity again.
I love that guy. We all got our balls clipped on. Let's go!
We're gonna do a quick cheer vote right now. So for option one, let me hear it. Definitely not option three. I'm not even gonna Alright, well, we know what we're doing. Let's stand tall.
Exactly. So this is a very good interpretation of what is actually happening at these protests. Everybody's pushing this narrative that they're violent. Ooh, they're so violent. They're not fucking violent. Nothing that they're doing is violent. And yet they'll still play this fucking card like, oh, yeah, they're just violent protesters. They're not. Well, let's take another look. Now that the next day has happened and the police have arrived after denying it for the first time, the police have started showing up at Ambassador Bridge. So let's take a look here at this video of what's going on. Let's see how violent it really is.
Alright everybody, here's what we're seeing. We've got police officers lined up. We've got buses, they're ready to go. Police officers are lined up, ready to make arrests. Demonstrators are now assembling here in the middle of the intersection in anticipation of what's to come. They're waving their Canadian flags. I'm seeing OPP has a van here as well for offender transport. So we are standing by. I'll update you as things proceed.
As you can see in the back there's actually like arrest buses that they're going to be using. So they actually came prepared this time. They're all masked up, no identifiers on any of these police officers, so they can't be held responsible for their actions at this point. But they will be held accountable after all of this is done. They may not have any identifiers now, but they will get thrown under the bus. People will find out who they are once the dust settles, and they will have to face the punishments for their actions. Following orders isn't an excuse. And all of those police officers should be ashamed of themselves for being a politician's bitch. But I still don't see where the violence comes into play. All of this seems really peaceful, and that's why the mainstream media is leaving. They're leaving because they just aren't getting the footage that they need in order to push their narrative. So there's another video we got here as well. Another one of the police advancing. So why don't we take a look at this and see how violent it gets. Oh, he's touching him. That's the closest thing I've seen to violence this entire protest.
Thank you for cooperation. We're trying to be peaceful, right? I know. Thank you very much for doing that. Respect your right to protest, but right now, we just got to keep moving back.
Ah, we respect it, but right now we don't. That's essentially what he's saying. And yet we're supposed to believe that these people are the violent? They are the violent ones that Trudeau keeps giving those thinly veiled threats to? Well, why don't we take a look at the most uproarious part that they've ever done, right? Let's take a look at the most unified, I guess you could say, unified national anthem I've ever heard. And this is why I feel even prouder to be a Canadian as we speak. Listen to this national anthem. Yeah, they're a real violent bunch, aren't they? They're so extremely violent. Oh my, I feel assaulted by that uproarious national anthem. They have too much pride as Canadians. I feel assaulted. That's so violent. Oh my goodness, I've never seen so much violence at a protest. This is why the narrative is crumbling, and this is why Trudeau has no future as a politician. He either resigns or his party has to get rid of him. That's the only way they're going to have a career. It's time to get rid of the tumor before letting it kill the rest of the body. Keep that in mind, everybody. Love you guys. Bye.